All right, welcome back everybody. It is January 24th, run streak day 113. And we're back running downtown today, early in the morning. I definitely prefer the early in the morning versus like yesterday where it was, starting to get dark and ended up being dark at the end of my run. I prefer running before I eat as well. Even sometimes when I run in the early afternoon, I usually won't eat, and then I'll really eat afterwards to make up for it, basically. But that's just me. That's how I work. Other people do just fine eating and then running, so especially if they wait like an hour or two after eating. I don't like it. I prefer to run on an empty stomach pretty much all the time at this point. A couple bald eagles just sitting out on, looks like a log or something, out on the middle of the river here. And they're both just hanging out there. Probably can't see them, but they are there indeed. It's pretty cold this morning. It's like 28 degrees Fahrenheit, so a little bit below freezing, but the sun's out, so that helps. It's not windy either. It's actually pretty nice. As long as you're layered up, this is pretty good running weather in my opinion. Running through the famous Lauridsen Skatepark here. It's a very nice skate park. If I was a young version of myself, I'd be out here. Well, maybe not today, but when the weather's better, I'd be out here with my skateboard, zipping around on all these half pipes and quarter pipes, and I'm running with one ice cleat on, just because I figure, well, one's better than none. I didn't want to use the ones that I used yesterday on the trail because they don't do well on concrete. They actually have little like studs, not quite spikes, but they stick out enough that just running them on straight up pavement isn't going to be good for them. So I'm just using the one clamp on out of the set from the one that broke the other day. Okay, that didn't work out as well as I thought it would. Luckily I didn't really take a spill there. Almost did. Whew, all right, note to self, don't try to go on the skate ramps if you're not on a skateboard. There's the eagle back up in the tree. That must be his favorite spot. I swear it's the same one. He's looking right at me. Man, he's big. His head's the size of my head almost. I really need to come out here with my camera. I'm not gonna have time to today, but I'm hoping this week on my day off, I'll get out here and shoot some real close-up video of these awesome eagles out here. I just wanted to mention with the GoPro, ever since I switched to using primarily the aftermarket batteries, the batteries that are more powerful, they have more juice and hold more of a charge, I rarely have problems with the camera in the cold. And I've gone down, not recently into the negatives, but very close. We'll see how it does. We're gonna be back in the negatives here later this week, below zero. So we'll see how it does then. But and temperatures all the way down to zero, so far this battery holds up and the camera doesn't just randomly shut itself down, so that's good. Now I was having some issues yesterday with the audio. I don't know if anybody noticed that on my video, but there's like some glitches in the audio that I can't say I've ever encountered with this camera. I do still get that popping noise, well, especially when I film indoors with the camera. and I still don't know what the reason for that is. But the noise I got yesterday was different. I don't know what that was all about. Wanted to stop under this bridge for just a second. Look at this thing. This must be the drainage from the road up there. And it's just all frozen. Crazy looking. Pretty big. All right, back to running. All right, well, I guess it's that time. Last night's Bruce Willis movie. New intro coming soon. I know I've said that like 5 videos in a row. All right, so last night was a good one. We didn't watch a weird, obscure one on Hulu or anything. We watched one of the ones that we rented from the library on DVD, which was Unbreakable. Now, we got Glass for tonight, so stay tuned tomorrow for that video review. But Unbreakable was great. Now, I've seen it before, so I knew what to expect, but it was nice to rewatch it. Basically, it's about Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson, kind of like opposites of each other. So Bruce Willis is quote unquote unbreakable. He doesn't get hurt, he doesn't get sick, he survives a train wreck. He's the only survivor of the train wreck, in fact. And the other guy, Samuel L. Jackson, is the opposite. So anytime he falls or does anything, he'll break a leg, break ribs, and that's why they call him Glass, because he breaks like glass. All right, made it back from the run here. Run today, or this morning I should say, ended up being just over 5.5 miles. I'll put the Strava information up and also the totals for the entirety of the run streak, the full 113 days. Pretty good run overall. Pace was 9 minutes 16 seconds, so not super fast, just a nice easy run to start the day basically. And yeah, pretty glad I brought the one clamp on though. I had actually thought about coming out this morning with none and decided against that for whatever reason, and it was a good idea because it was pretty icy out there this morning. I think I'm gonna order another pair of this style of clamp-ons versus the studded ones. The studded ones are great for when you're just straight up running on snow and ice, but again, when you're running on concrete, not so much, especially smooth concrete. You'll actually slip around quite a bit on the wet, smooth concrete. So all right, either way, I'm gonna go upstairs, eat some breakfast, probably some oatmeal for breakfast this morning, and then we got a busy day ahead of us. So we'll see you guys in a little bit.